Hello. Um, so on the first day, I asked you to think about um, the version of yourself that you want to be and what you are aspiring towards. But today, what I want you to think about is, again, honestly and without judgment, think about how you view yourself right now. So, are you honestly living your life as the version of yourself that is the true version of yourself? Or are you changing your personality and your behaviours and doing things in your life to please others or to fit in to society or to a group of friends, maybe? Are you changing the version of you to fit in? And if you aren't, if you can honestly say that you're not, and you are either kind of restricting some behaviours or hiding some traits that you have, or thinking that people won't like you for whatever reason, so you do things differently, why are you doing that? So is it because people are going to think less of you, people aren't going to like you? Is it pressure from others to behave a certain way? So there's kind of a couple of questions here. It's, are you living your kind of true version of yourself? If not, why not? If you are, amazing, good, keep going. If not, why not? And if you know that you aren't, is there other does that stop you from doing other things? Does that prevent you from doing anything? It might, for example, bring in feelings of resentment that you have to act this way and it's not the real you. It might bring in feelings of resentment and just general being annoyed at that fact and having to keep up that pretense. The reason that I want you to think about this is that it could be that you are unconsciously holding yourself back from being this version of yourself. So, for example, let me give you an example. So if you feel that you have failed because you haven't exercised for a while, and then you just give up and you think, right, well, I'm not going to do any exercise again for however long. And you just think, well, I've not done any for ages, so I'm just not going to do any moving forward. Instead of thinking that you've failed and that you're a failure, you need to twist that mindset and think, how can I try again? I have tried and I have failed and it didn't work. So what can I do differently next time to try again and to make sure that that works? So really kind of having a growth. Thanks, Joe. So really trying to switch that mindset from having a fixed mindset and thinking, I haven't exercised and therefore I'm not an exerciser and I'm not going to do anything, to having a growth mindset of, I have stopped exercising for whatever reason and it hasn't worked. What do I need to do differently to get exercising again? So kind of how you view yourself can perpetuate the habits and the actions that you do. There's a really good quote by Henry Ford that I like, and it's, whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. So the beliefs that you have, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. So I just want you to spend a few kind of minutes, a bit of time just thinking about this, and just exploring whether you have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset, and seeing whether you are living the truest version of yourself and you're not changing your behaviours, you're not doing anything differently to please others, you're doing things for yourself and yeah, just because you enjoy doing them. So leave me a comment below. Tomorrow we are going to do a little bit of a writing practice journal type stuff. So tomorrow, you might need a paper and a pen if you want to join in with that. I'll give you more information tomorrow. But if you are randomly joining tomorrow and you just see me sat writing, it's part of this challenge. So I'm not sure exactly what time I'll come on tomorrow, but it'll be in the afternoon or early evening, I think. So yeah, let me know what you think. And I think sometimes we don't really sit and think about these things, and we just go through life kind of plodding on and keeping busy and homeschooling and work and all of that stuff. And I'm hoping that these questions that I'm asking you just kind of makes you stop and bring some awareness to these things about where you are right now and whether anything needs to change or whether the way that you think about things need to change. So I'm really hoping that you're finding it useful. If you are, leave me a comment below, or if you're watching it later on, just leave me a hashtag replay in the comments so I know that people are watching it. And let me know what you've thought about these little videos. Have they been useful? Have they made you think? Have they brought up some awkward feelings? Hopefully they have, because that's a good thing, because that's when we can kind of start bringing awareness to it and start doing things a little bit differently. So I'm going to leave it there. I look forward to reading all of your comments, and I will be back on for the last day tomorrow at some point. Okay, bye.